Hi there, welcome to my views and news. What happened at talks between Ethiopia and Somalia held in Turkey? Did the two sides reach any agreement, any understanding? Joint statement issued by Turkish Foreign Ministry. Turkish Foreign Minister spoke in the presence of Ethiopian and Somalia's foreign ministers. And immediately after this statement was issued by Turkish Foreign Ministry, Hassan Sheikh in Somalia spoke, criticized Ethiopia. So, what happened? How to sum up? Can we say talks collapsed, or talks ended with no progress, or talks are showing some hope, some progress has been made? Details for you. And what was the intention of Somalia when it entered into talks with Ethiopia? What was Ethiopian intention? So how to sum up? Let's talk. Uh, I think when the two sides entered into talks, both have both had different uh, plans. Their hopes of desired results were definitely different. Ethiopia entered into talks with a view that maybe Somalia would offer a better deal, and it would give Ethiopia access to sea, lease agreement, etc. Maybe the offer would be more acceptable for Ethiopia than the offer being made by Somaliland. Somalia entered into these talks hoping that Ethiopia would show flexibility. It would show flexibility in terms of withdrawing from the MOU. This is what the two were hoping, I think. Talks held. Hakan Fidan, Turkish foreign minister, after the talks held a press briefing. Fatke Selassie was standing to his right. Ahmad Mualim Feki was standing to his left. And Hakan Fidan briefed the media. He said that on the invitation of Turkey, they call Turkey, the two foreign ministers came to Turkey. They held separate discussions. But Ethiopia wants to keep Turkey in the loop. Turkey is for dialogue, and if dialogue collapses, At least Turkey won't be blaming Ethiopia. It won't be supporting Somalia militarily. That is why. Ethiopia involved Turkey. That is what Hassan Sheikh said yesterday after these talks were concluded. He said it was at the request of Ethiopia that Turkey invited Ethiopian and Somali's foreign ministers. So both joined talks with different ideas of how the talk should end. Now, important thing is that they have agreed to meet again on the 2nd of September. It means that in the next 2 months, the two parties will uh, again analyze each other's positions, offers, and then they'll again meet in September. Question is, will Ethiopia implement the MOU with Somaliland in the next 2 months, or will it keep it pending until the conclusion of its talks with Somalia? Since date for their next meeting has been announced, it means that Ethiopia now won't sign final agreement with Somaliland in the next 2 months. By the way, Ethiopia and Somaliland were close to signing the final agreement. That is why we saw lots of diplomatic efforts. Qatar intervened, Turkey intervened, talks in Ankara. Why? Because Ethiopia, Somaliland were making fast progress towards signing the final agreement. It seems that now Ethiopia won't sign final agreement with Somaliland till the 2nd of July, 2nd of September, when next round of talks between Ethiopia and Somalia will be held. Obviously, it has not been announced. It's not part of the joint statement, but it makes sense. So we cannot say talks totally collapsed, and we cannot say talks succeeded. They have reached an understanding, I think, that they'll meet again. In the meanwhile, I think status quo will be followed. It will remain in place. Status quo means just MOU between Ethiopia and Somaliland. No final agreement. So definitely not an encouraging development for Somaliland, which was hoping that soon a final agreement with Ethiopia would be signed. Secondly, Hassan Sheikh, the president of Somalia, last night spoke in Somalia after the Ethiopian Somalia delegations concluded talks in Ankara, joint statement issued. After that, Hassan Sheikh spoke. He said Ethiopia is not walking back from the MOU. Ethiopia is still committed to the MOU. In talks, Ethiopia took this position that it is not withdrawing from the MOU, firstly. Secondly, he said that it was at the request of Ethiopia that Turkey invited the two foreign ministers. Thirdly, he said that no direct talks were held between Ethiopia and Somalia. Rather, talks were held through Turkey in Ankara. So it means we can safely conclude, viewers, that talks did not fully collapse. Ethiopia might not sign final agreement with Somaliland till the 2nd of July. Maybe Somalia will offer more to Ethiopia in the next round of talks, or to develop Hobyo Port and the area. More offers will be made by Somalia or international community or mediators. That we'll see in coming 2 months. We're waiting for a response from Somaliland. What will Somaliland do? How will it respond to the outcome of Ethiopia Somalia talks? Update you in coming videos about that info.